Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, our agenda today is we are going to learn how to select the ideas that we have done and how to make an outline towards the idea that we have focused on. So, last week you have done the brainstorming and you did a great job. I would like to share how to choose your focus when you want to write an essay. So, for example, here uh, three. We have three topics: popular school clubs, the national examination, and university entrance exams. So you may discuss with your peers which one is you think that you are more familiar with that, and you are interested to work on that. So, how to select is based on those two considerations: your interest and also your familiarity to the topic. For example, for me, I am not familiar with popular school club because I'm not into school clubs when I was young. And then national examination, well, I'm interested in this, but um, I need to find a lot of uh, time to recall my memory on how national examination right now. Not really up to date for me as a lecturer. So I choose this one because I'm interested in this, and also it is still familiar with me because uh, I have already been working as a lecturer, so I am familiar with how we call our freshmen. So then I choose this one. Then you may neglect those two and focus on this one. Okay? So after we choose the topic, now we have to find how to make an outline of our essay. Okay, so we have done brainstorming, and now we are going to learn how to make the outlines. Okay, so how is it? Right. So let me share to you the structure of an essay. Okay, I think you're familiar with this, but let me recall your memory. There are three things in an essay. It should be an introduction paragraph, mostly only one, and then main body. In the main body, there are more than one paragraph, can be two, can be five, maybe. It depends on um, the publicist when they want how many words in an essay. And then the last one is the conclusion. It consists of one paragraph as well. What should be there? In an introduction, there should be a thesis statement. Thesis statement. It is a sentence. So remember that thesis statement is only a sentence, and it gives the main idea of your whole essay. For example, if you have university school entrance as the topic that you choose, then let us make a sentence that regards the topic about university entrance exam. Okay, as for the main body, as what I've explained before, it will consist of more than one paragraph, and it includes the support of your thesis statement. And the last one is conclusion. What should be there? There must be summary. It means it should be short, and or restating your thesis and support statements in the previous paragraphs. Okay, so let's start from the first one is thesis statement. Um, how do we know thesis statement if an essay, or how should we write a thesis statement? A thesis statement that is good or strong is that thesis statement which is open for discussion. So it should not about fact in the first beginning of your essay. Because if it is about fact, then you cannot elaborate your ideas more. So it should be a sentence with an open for two sides of arguments. Let's see the example. This one is not a strong thesis statement. Why? Let's see. In the northern hemisphere, the summer months are warmer than the winter months. This is a fact, not nothing to argue. It is like in Indonesia, there are five main islands. That is a fact. So it is not open for further discussion or development. So this is not strong. And then what can be strong thesis statement? This one, for example. The qualification for getting into university in my country are unreasonable, for example. So it can be discussed, although this is very sharp. And then when studying a foreign language, there are several ways to improve your use of the language. You may find this like in Indonesia, tipe-tipe uh, tipe-tipe cowok ganteng or tipe-tipe pelajar di sekolah tuh yang suka tidur, yang suka main, yang suka nyatet gitu. Nah, uh, so then you make it into more general instead of very focused and factual. Okay, and then there also, for example, there are advantages and disadvantages to using nuclear power. Okay, so manfaat dan benefit and loss, manfaat dan ketidakbermanfaatan, something. And then this one, uh, okay, this could be a topic sentence, but not a thesis statement because it gives two sides of argument without clear opinion. Jadi nggak ada opininya. So which one is good? This one. Although there are some advantages, using nuclear power has many disadvantages and should not be part of our country's energy plan. Okay, so selain besides your thesis statement is open for discussion, you may also put your opinion in the thesis statement like this: unreasonable, there are several ways, and then although there are some advantages, but the advantages are also many. So avoid factual and close discussion statement. Okay, so how to outline an essay? As what we have learned, introduction, main ideas, it could be more than one paragraph, remember? So first, second, third, for example, and then conclusion. Okay, so let's exercise. For example, I have this one. Okay, I have this, and then let's find it. If you ask average Americans where their language comes from, they will probably say England. Nah, jadi esai ini tentang bahasa Inggrisnya teman-teman African American. African American are those we might know as the person or people in America who tend to have darker skin color and higher and taller. I mean, taller. We might know some of them like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, Beyonce. So those are African American and they have their own English. So the English that we learn from British and then US or Australian are sort of different when it is spoken by our African American friends. And this article are about that. So how to make it clearer? Okay, so I put here Okay, the sample. Okay, here the sample. For the first one, first paragraph, remember, find the thesis statement. Thesis statement, remember, it might be in the beginning or in the end of the paragraph. So let's check. Is this a is this a thesis statement? If you ask average Americans where their language comes from, they will probably say England. So this could be a thesis statement. And then let's take a look at the end. Here, some words, okay, are borrowed from other languages, such as typhoon, which originally come from Chinese word typhoon, meaning big wind. Skunk, the name of a smelly black and white animal, come to English from a Native American language, okay? And this one is the last one. African Americans, too, have both contributed new words to English and changed the meaning of some existing words. Jadi, teman-teman African American itu punya kontribusi untuk membuat kosakata baru dalam bahasa Inggris atau merubah arti kata yang udah ada gitu. Nah, so which one is more open for discussion? Okay, it is the last, ya, the last one. So we put here thesis statement, African American too, and etc. So in the second one, second paragraph, words introduced by. Okay, so we have been helped, ya. Kita dibantu dengan worksheet yang seperti ini. So the main idea for the first main paragraph is words introduced by African American who firstly came as slaves. Jadi main idea yang pertama itu tentang kata-kata yang dibuat gitu. Kan tadi antara dua, dibuat atau ganti ya. Dibuat baru atau ganti. Nah, ini kata yang dibuat oleh teman-teman African American. So, kata pertama adalah okay. Jadi okay itu bukan pure dari British English tapi from our African American friends. And then this is the supporting details from an African language. Jadi okay itu dari bahasa Afrika ternyata. And then now use all over the word to mean alright gitu. Jadi harus cek ya di sini. Kemudian kita tarik ke worksheet-nya. Terus yang kedua adalah kata jazz. So jazz music is from Africa, okay? It came from African American musician in New Orleans. Jadi mulanya adalah dari teman-teman African American di New Orleans and it has exact origin unknown. Jadi nggak tahu sebenarnya tuh dari siapa. Misalnya musik klasik kita tahu ada Beethoven, ada Mozart, but this one we have no idea from whom it come from. Okay, and then the next one in paragraph 3 is the main second paragraph. Kalau tadi contoh-contoh kata yang dibuat, terus yang paragraf berikutnya adalah kata yang diubah ya. Jadi sesuai kayak thesis statement-nya. Thesis statement-nya tadi bilang ada yang dibuat baru dan diubah. Ya udah itu dielaborasi di paragraf berikutnya. Yang paragraf 2 ini kata yang baru, terus yang paragraf 3 adalah kata yang diubah gitu. Contohnya kata cool. Oke, original meaning-nya cool apa, terus new meaning-nya apa gitu. Terus habis itu ada kata square, original meaning-nya apa? Square itu kan artinya kotak ya. Nah, originally itu artinya kotak, tapi setelah dengan teman-teman African American, square itu berubah jadi kayak alun-alun gitu, kayak taman di tengah kota gitu. Nah, udah habis itu conclusion ya. Untuk conclusion, we will talk about it later. So, di sini udah dibuatin ya. Yang penting kalian tahu conclusion itu di bagian mana gitu. So, very easy, right? what we mentioned in the thesis statement, then we elaborate in the paragraphs, and we conclude in the end. Okay, so your task for today is that I will upload it in Google Classroom. It is the same as this, finding the outlines of an essay. So I think that's all for today. See you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.